Hey students, welcome to Art with Miss Lopes. Today I am sharing one of my favorite hobbies with you, which is lettering. All you'll need to start is a piece of paper, pencil, and ruler. Create a top line and a bottom line which serves as a frame or a designated space for your letters. I highly recommend that you start by sketching. If you're someone who tends to draw with a heavy hand, try to hold your pencil in the middle. As you can see, I've decided to draw my name, Miss Lopes. At this point, you need to decide if you want your letters to be really close or far apart, and it really depends on the space that you have there and the word or name you've decided to go with. This is a friendly reminder. It's okay to make mistakes. In fact, it allows room for growth. As you can see, I'm not a fan of the S that I made, so I'm erasing it and I'm going to draw a lowercase s instead. Now here's the fun part. You get to style these letters. Don't forget to have fun and think outside the box. I recommend that you start with either oval or rectangular-like shapes around each line segment. As you can see, I decided to make my letters more bubbly, so they have rounded edges, but you'll see some of that change in just a bit. Some letters are more tricky than others, but we definitely can handle this challenge. So for the S, I recommend to start with a circle and then personalize it. I'm just going to follow the curve of the S and go with the flow. Here's an example of me drawing rectangular-like shapes around the line segments, which allows for more of a boxy-like letter. Please follow the tips that I gave you earlier to complete the rest of your letters. So some of you may already know this about me, but back when I was in middle school, I was known as an artist. So a lot of my friends would ask me to draw their names on paper and they would display the artwork on their binders or in their lockers. By the way, I wanted the S to appear a bit funky and have its own identity. I'm going in with a Sharpie to trace the outline of each letter. You can do this piece by piece. And if you make a mistake, it's okay because we are going to clean all of this up later. Grab an eraser and clean up all of the pencil lines that exist under the Sharpie and around the letters. So this next step here involves a king-size Sharpie. I'm basically making all of my letters bold or black, and I'm also creating a small detail that looks like a highlight. Students, for those of you who don't know, I'm a 90s kid, and I've always said in my classroom that I grew up watching the best TV shows like Hey Arnold, Cat Dog, Jimmy Neutron, That's So Raven, you name it. So as I was working on this video, it brought me back to one of my favorite childhood memories. I used to watch a show called Pappyland, which I was obsessed with. Now, Pappy would come on the screen and show you how to dance and draw. And believe you me, I would get to work by taking out a piece of paper and a pencil. Man, those were the good times. It's really important to go back and edit your work, whether it's with an eraser or a marker. As you guys saw, I cleaned things up. Craftsmanship really speaks for an artist. Again, it shows the quality of your work. I'm just going to go ahead here and add an extra detail. This is optional. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Art with Miss Lopes. And don't forget that art is for everyone.